Hello everybody, my name is CulBlu and I'm bringing out this video of me talking about a board game, and today I'm going to be talking about Vantage and some storage solutions, some upgrades and stuff. So let me go and get our background music started because I like the background music. Sorry, it's going to be a forever fight. I know. It's going to start with that one and then we'll go from there. But yes, so as far as what we have here, besides our soothing background music there, is that we have Vantage. And as the title says in the video, as you've probably seen in the thumbnail, I have some of the upgrades for this game. And those upgrades are things like the player boards here, and some of the other ones that I have in the box. Actually, let me go and get those out. I should probably have had those out. Just opening the box here. I've also sleeved all of my location cards, and I sleeved a select number of normal cards. But here's one of the other upgrades that I got, which was this. Just the wooden tokens. There we go. I'm totally not trying to pose this for a good thumbnail photo. I do not know what you're talking about. Actually, I got blue first. Yeah. Sorry, the order matters. I know. Those who know the game are probably going to be frustrated by that being out of numerical order. And then I also have the metal money because I couldn't resist this metal money, and I put those in this. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. So there you go. So there's me with some upgrades. So let me put these metal coins out like so. Bam, look at that. I guess posing a screenshot as we do, or posing a thumbnail shot as we do our video. I know. I'm trying to do too many things at once. I know, my apologies. But as far as the upgrades, I do want to talk about them, which is what the purpose of this video. I also want to talk about the storage solution. As I mentioned previously, I have my cards sleeved here. And my sleeves cards, they do fit in the original box. The location cards, I did have to do a little bit of a modification to the box, and I had to kind of do some finagling with some additional storage things. But for the most part, everything fits, and that's nice. Of course, these player boards were not in the box, and I'll explain the reason why that is a little bit later. But for right now, I do want to say that the wooden tokens, I mean, they're fine. It's wooden tokens. The cardboard didn't bother me too much for the tokens, but having the wooden ones is nice, and my friendly local game store had them. If you watch my previous videos, you'll know that I ordered the player boards and the money, but like I said, my friendly local game store had the wooden tokens. And this little bag that I have did not come with the game, but it's something I use to store my wooden tokens so I can fit them in the box. Moving on, the metal coins are pretty nice. They are metal coins. There's not much else to say outside of their metal coins. They're metal coins. These, I don't know what else you want me to tell you. They do feel nice quality of life upgrade for the metal coins. There you go, some nice coin clanking sounds. I'll put those over here to the side. And then finally, the player boards, we have these here. Now, I say finally because I'm going to talk about these ones now, or last in that order of three things. So these are basically player boards, and these player boards will hold your cards. So as you get cards, you will, let's see, let's pull this card. As you get cards, you'll be able to put them in your little grid. That way you'll kind of know where your grid is, and they kind of have like little, it would be nice if these were neoprene, but has like little areas for you to kind of pick up your cards and get to them. So that is what this allows you to do. Now, I will say there's a huge limitation with this, and this one made me so sad when it happened. There's a huge limitation that if you have some of your cards sleeved like I do, they do not fit inside of the grid. The grid is very sad. The grid does not work. So because of that, I ended up just kind of brainstorming another solution, and then it dawned upon me, this is a grid, a 3x3 grid that's almost in like a notebook format, you know, kind of like, you know, trading card holders. So what I did was I went out and I ordered some TCG or trading card game holders. I forget the pockets, 9 pockets, things like this. And BCW has ones that are in various colors, and I'll show that off in a second. But essentially all I do is I take my cards here from my main player characters and I kind of put them in the middle. And then I can put all my other grid cards around. Oh, you couldn't see that. I can put all my other grid cards around. And of course, there's a glare because of how I have my lights set up here. But when you're playing normally, you know, people are just kind of sitting there with their grid. It has your grid there. It's color coded, and everybody can, you know, kind of live with, you know, with world peace knowing that one, they'll be able to visualize their grid, so it's really nice for people who might have a little bit of trouble kind of remembering the whole grid system. And then two, it's color coded, so it looks nice. So I got one for all the other different colors, all the different player colors. And then three, it protects the cards, because my whole thing is I want to protect my cards, I want to protect my investment. I would rather not buy this game again. I know Stonemaier Games has come out and said that, hey, if you have some severe damage to your cards or you get wear and tear in your cards, they're willing to send you a replacement. I understand that that is a nice, generous offer, but the reality is I don't want to be without my game for the long period of time that's required for that to go through its warranty replacement side of things. So suffices to say that I would rather just protect my cards and I would rather just protect my game. And this is perfect. So let me grab a random card that is not sleeved. It's face down, it's unrevealed. So you get this card, you read it, you kind of do your things, and you can kind of put into your little grid like so. And then from there, you can still interact with it. And again, this glare is going to be the death of me here, so my apologies ahead of time. But you can then take your boost cubes as you earn them. You can put them on your character still. I mean, everything's still functional, everything's still visible, and they're protected. These sleeves are this 9-pocket holder is side loading, and this one also did have the binder rings on it, but I chopped off the side because I have a paper cutter. So I just basically lined it up and just kind of cut the sides, so it's like a nice clean edge on all sides. But over here there was the thing that you would use to connect into or put into a binder. But yeah, this seems like a really great solution, and I'm very happy that I thought of it. Not saying that it was my idea. You know, I invented nine card page or pocket holders, but I will say that this seems like a very good compromise, because now with my current storage solution, which is basically the original box, I get to keep the original box, which is good. I have all my location cards. They are nice and protected, and there's some of my hair in there, but they are nice and protected, so you can kind of go through, get your cards. For some people, this might be bothersome because, like I said, I didn't want to modify I had the fortune of not having to modify the original cardboard holder that it came with. So as a result of that, there are some spots with gaps here. These really don't need to be there, but I could go in and just cut those out, but I did not. In this case, because it's fine enough. It just kind of keeps the cards somewhat segmented and separate. That's fine. The only space compromise I had to do is I had to modify the front part here. As you can see, that this part is cut, and this is just a kind of free-floating piece of cardboard from the cut. And I also think I cut the divider that was under these cards, and that's because I had to put the cards here. So these are cards 0 through 89. So 0 through 89 are here. And then over here, we have all the rest of the cards for location cards. And then also I can fit my skirm cards. They fit right here. Oh, sorry, spoiler pack cards. Sorry, my apologies. My apologies for light spoilers there. But I can fit my cards there, and that just kind of tucks away. And this little box is what holds my dice. I put them in a bag just to kind of keep them from being too unruly. But I put them in a bag. I held on to just one of these. The other two I have in a box somewhere. For my board game storage solutions. And then finally, I have these. These are, I forgot the name. There's a name here etched on this, so I'll see if I can get to it. But these containers, I've used a lot of these. These are Geek Box, Geek Box containers. These are the Slims. So I use 2 Slims to hold onto all of the boost cubes and all of the money. And those fit perfectly in this little spot here, like so. And in general, I have enough storage space for everything. So everything fits, it works out. I get my solution of sleeving all my location cards, so they're now nice and protected. Just to show you a card sleeved here. Here's a card, it's sleeved. These sleeves that I did use, I'm not the biggest fan of them because they're matte on one side and they're glossy on the other. I would rather have matte on both sides as opposed to matte and glossy. The only benefit is that I can tell which side is the odd and the even side, because the even side is going to be, the even side is going to be matte, and the odd side is going to be glossy. And that rule holds true for most of the cards in this game, and that's pretty nice. But these are Dragon Shields. Actually, I have the box here. These are Dragon Shields oversized sleeves. They're nice sleeves. They feel really good, and they feel pretty dang good, and feel very protective. So I feel my cards are very protected. And yes, I know. Again, some people are kind of screaming in the comments, probably, or screaming on if you're watching this video, saying, "Oh man, but you spoiled the game." It's like, not really. I mean, I just kind of checked the cards really quickly for orientation, but I got the same amount of spoilers trying to search for my card. So like doing this number, trying to find, you know, okay, I'm looking for card number 430. So like doing this little number, trying to find 430, I get just as much spoiler here as I did when I was sleeving my cards. And I was also like watching you know, YouTube and stuff in the background while it's happening. So if anything, there were spoilers. I could see like, oh, there seems to be a lot of red and blue here and then like green there. So sure, but it's not that big of a deal. I'd rather protect the game and get some minor spoilers, and I'll forget them all later, so it doesn't matter. Now going back into the other cards, I did say earlier that I sleeved a select few. Oh, okay, all right. Well, let's not do that. I did say that I sleeved a select few of these cards here. And by these cards, I mean my my cards that I have that are standard size, or I guess the non-large cards. And the ones that I have sleeved are the front cards, so the cards that go in the front. And then I have a select number of cards sleeved here that I'm not going to tell you what they are. And then I also have the original character cards sleeved, these ones here. And I also have the bookmarks sleeved. Now the bookmarks being sleeved, I feel are probably the most important thing to do, and the character card, of course. So the character card and the bookmark, mainly because these cards are going to be kind of, you know, put and like handled a lot, so they're going to be put in between things showing where you are. So I wanted to make sure those cards are protected, so I sleeved those. And the character card, I've also sleeved that one, just because it's a character card. I sleeved it. I don't think I'm going to sleeve anything else outside of, like I said, the first card in each row. This select number of cards here that if you played the game and you made it to that section and you know what those cards are, you'll know what those cards are. And then these cards. So I think in total, you might need just maybe one pack, maybe 2 packs to be safe of sleeves for these cards. And the sleeves that I did use are I think I have a pack nearby. I do not have a pack nearby. I'm very sad at that. I think I just put them away. I just put them away. It's so sad. Kind of kicking myself because I literally just put them away. But the sleeves are the Gamegenic. They are the American Standard. So they're not these ones. They're the green ones. Gamegenic greens, not purples. Once again, the sleeves that I have on these cards are the Gamegenic greens, not the Gamegenic purples. I'm showing the purples because I don't feel like getting up to go get the greens because they're all the way across the room. But essentially, 1 pack of these, which is about 1 pack of the Gamegenic American Standard greens will do you good for covering the cards you need to sleeve. And actually, let me double check. I can just count here, so I can give you all an accurate count. Ooh, jeez, that is all right. And another thing to mention too is that, especially if you're going to do this, you saw how much I was struggling to pull these cards out here. If you are going to do this with the original box, do keep in mind that you'll need to be a little bit careful putting the cards in, because these card sleeves are a little bit wider than what the divider is, or what the area that you have to kind of put your stuff is. So as a result of that, it's going to be a tight fit. So you have to be careful. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 of these cards. And that is 12 plus 12 plus 4, because there's 6 characters and there's 2 cards, so it's 12 plus 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you'll need just 1 pack. You'll need just 1 pack of sleeves, so you can sleeve the essential cards to sleeve. And I think I've also sleeved. Oh yeah, I sleeved the starting mission, not starting mission, but the mission that will show up just about every single game if you play long enough. I'll just say it that way. I sleeved that particular mission, or Destiny. I don't know what it's called. I remember what it's called, actually. Let's look at it. I see that one because it'll show up virtually every single game. It is a Destiny, yes. So if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, I just want to just kind of talk about this thing here, because I was very excited about these, especially since I found ones that were color coded to the players. You can just use normal standard clear ones. I was using it originally, but I was like, you know what? I kind of want a little bit more flair. I kind of want a little bit more pizzazz in my game. And again, I'll put the links in the description if you want to find these things. They're not affiliate links. I'm not affiliated. I'm not sponsored. But these are the BCW sleeves, and they are, sorry, BCW 9 pocket card folio. Actually, let me just Google it here. BCW purple. These are their 18 pocket pro side loading pages. That's what they are. And you can get this from the BCW's website. I ordered directly from them. You can find this on Amazon, but it's like you're paying, like they send you 30 sheets per color. So you can get the blue ones, 30 sheets, and it'll take like, 2.5 weeks to get to you. And you'll pay like $20 for it. Whereas if you go to BCW directly, they sell these in 10 packs, which is what I bought for all these. And they sell them for $5 a piece. So essentially this was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So I basically spent $30 for sleeves, and I have 9 extra pages that I don't really have anything to do with. So yeah, it's a little bit wasteful, but if you and a friend, or maybe you and a group that has have their own copy, you guys want to do this, or you all want to do this, you can. Just one person orders it, $30 for all the sleeves. You protect your game, you get your grid, you get a nice visual reminder of where your grid is and what's in your grid, and also protect your cards. So that's something I would recommend. I am thankful that Stonemaier Games did make their own little grid board, and this is cool. I'm a little bit frustrated that it doesn't fit sleeve cards. Again, it's kind of fit into the same ethos that I think Jamie Stegmaier has said a few times, that you don't handle your cards a ton in this game, and I agree. And he also said that he doesn't expect people to kind of like dinge up their cards a ton. And sure, I mean, when you're doing a game night and somebody has like chips or something, or pretzels or something, maybe they're eating carrots, and they might touch your card and like, get a little bit of smudge on it. Of course, you could just have people not eat food around your stuff, and that's one solution. But the realistic solution is I'm just gonna do this just in case. So all that goes along with to say that, yeah, I'm proud, or I'm glad that Stonemaier Games offers these kind of things. This is no longer useful to me. Because I will be sleeving, or I will keep my cards sleeved as they are. And theoretically, there are no cards that are in my box that need to be sleeved, that I've decided need to be sleeved, that will go in my grid. So as a result of that, I guess I could theoretically still use this. I just can't put this card in there, which I don't need to because it's already built in. Like, this is drawn in there. So you get free 6 cards with this. But I'm still gonna stand pretty firm on my principles of I want to protect my cards, and I want to have this to protect my cards. And also, it's just the principle of it all, So that's is where I am. Okay, all right, I've rambled on enough. I feel like yeah, these are cool, not useful for me. So $20 donated to Stonemaier Games. There you go. And the wooden pieces, those are pretty neat. So those are I appreciate those. And the metal money was basically it was a must-have. The metal money was a must-have for me. Once I found out they had metal money, I was like, yep, I absolutely have to get metal money. That's an upgrade that I must need, or that I need. But that brings my total of this game that I keep saying, I paid $90 for it at the friendly local game store, or I guess friendly non-local game store for me, since it was out of town, out of my normal town. I paid about $90 for my base game, or for the game, and that's what, $20 for this, $20 for the metal money, $20 for this, $30 for that. So I spent a pretty penny on this game already. Oh, and the sleeves. I forgot to talk about the sleeves. I don't remember the total I paid on all the sleeves, but you need 5 of these because there's 400 and some odd cards. I don't think it's exact. Actually, let me man, I keep guessing at these things. I got my laptop right in front of me. I think it's like 420 sleeves is what you need for the giant oversized sleeves. Don't quote me on that. Instead, let's go ahead and look at what Board Game Geek says. You need, 415. Look at that. Boom. Okay, do quote me on that. Heck yeah. No, did I say 420 or did I say 415? I feel like I said 415, but I don't know. You guys can just swipe back and you'll find out what I said. So you need 5 of these. And these are, I think, I want to say these were $9 a piece. So these weren't cheap. So that's about another $50 to sleeve everything. So you know, I've kind of, you know, sunk cost fallacy. It's too late. I'm already too far gone. I've invested a lot of money in this game. Let me just say it that way. But I do plan on playing this game casually by myself. I am playing this game with my some of my friends here tomorrow. I won't be live streaming that or recording that. It will just be hanging out with friends, you know, just catching up, talking, playing a board game. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, okay, links to all the things that I've talked about will be in the description. So feel free to check out the description if you're really excited about buying these things. And like I said, these are the same ones that you would put in a binder. I just used a paper cutter to cut off the sides so they can all look nice and uniform. And this all does fit back in the box along with my sleeve cards. And yes, I did for sure sleeve the location cards because they were getting some wear and tear. Like here's one of the location cards. This is the blocker card. But if I just take this out of the sleeve, you can see how much torment this particular card has gone through. I will zoom in so I can give everybody a good visual of what we're working with here. Okay. Oh, that stayed focused. Oh, okay. Spoke too soon. So you look at that. That's taking some really good damage. I've played this game 5 times. I think once off stream, and then I had 3 on stream. At any rate, I haven't played this game a ton, is what I'm trying to say, but I have gone through at least 5 full sessions of this game, learning new things every single time. So yeah, that's the kind of wear and tear you get on that. And also, this is another comment that I guess I can throw in here for bonus, is that when you have cards with a black border, this is one of the things that people fear, which is when you start getting frayed sides like this, you can easily see like that, oh man, that's getting damaged. And yeah, you can kind of swipe it back a little bit, but that's you can only do about so much. So, solution, sleeve your cards. I recommend sleeving cards. I do, I know. All right, I think I put that on backwards, but I don't know. I'll let future me figure that out. Okay, current me is trying to figure it out. Never mind. Okay, future me will not have to figure it out because current me has figured out for future me. All right, there we go. So let us go ahead and pack everything back up, and then I will go ahead and close out this video. Again, if you're looking for any of these things, please go look in the description. If you really don't, I would encourage you all to just try out using a normal 9-pocket card holder sheet instead of trying to get the fancy ones that I got. That way you can kind of save a lot of money just by spending like maybe, what is that, $8? So you can get a whole bunch of sleeves. They'll be clear, but you'll know the player color because your player color will be in the middle. I just want the flare, so I just did all this extra stuff here. Okay, boom. And then these go right on there. And they are a little bit, like not a perfect fit. I mean, yeah, it's like bending them a little bit. But the solution for that is essentially I just make sure that I put the player cards, the cards that I keep in there, over here on this side, stacked with the books. So that way, yeah, it's bending this and it's like not doing great things to the card, the 9-pocket holder there. But it fits in the box. And worst case scenario, I'll just get another one of the 9-pocket holders because I have 9 others. I'm trying to see where. There we go. Trying to see how the box is oriented so I can put this together properly. And there is box lift because of how I have everything sleeved. So that is unfortunate, but it's the world we live in. And there we go. This is the amount of box lift that I have to deal with now after my storage solution there. But everything fits. Everything fits back in the box, and that makes me happy. So that is it for this video. I hope this was enjoyable for you all. I hope this is informative. I'm definitely going to be posting on the Board Game Geek forums about this because I feel like this is like a genius solution. It feels kind of bad, taking money away from Stillmeyer Games with their $20 solution here. But again, this doesn't support sleeves. So hey, don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot the messenger. All right. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed it. And as always, I will see you all whenever.